The Biden administration wants to do major harm to you. You cannot let people vote for these people. You cannot let people vote for the Democrats. They're really wanting to...
Yeah. Like, this isn't, do what you feel is right.
Yeah. I'm the best candidate, and here's why. He's like, you can't. How dare you? You're not morally right.
You're not even Christian if you do this.
Exactly. Hence why you need these separation principles.
Our whole system of values. Upon taking office, I will create a new federal task force on fighting anti-Christian bias. It's become a very big term, anti-Christian bias. Its mission
a whole task force.
A task force, and it's the same thing about protecting pro-content. Anti-Christian bias, well, some of the stuff we're saying right now could be seen as anti-Christian.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? Like, but it's the truth. Like, the problem becomes, like, it's not about censoring information. It's about putting truth and error next to each other and letting the ones who can see the truth, like, follow it. But if you start censoring everything out, people won't even have the choice, because the truth would have been made illegal, essentially, to even talk about. And these are the types of doors that are opening that I don't think the average person is aware is happening, especially in the United States, that these episodes are meant to, like, draw out and people be like, wow, that is quite a lot of things that are pointing to one particular outcome, to take this more seriously.
I will be your peacemaker, and I will be the only president that will be able to say this, and say it with great conviction. I will prevent World War III. We're very close to World War III, and this will be a war like no other. Another top priority will be to take back our education system from the communists and the freaks that are destroying it. On day one, I will sign a new executive order to cut federal funding for any school pushing critical race theory, transgender insanity, and other inappropriate racial, sexual, or political content onto our children.
That is all part of the Project 2025 document.
Yeah.
On day one, they have that 900-page document that says we are going to reverse all of these policies. And this is what the ultra uber left gives the right.
Yeah.
Is this ability, I'm going to slash it all down the first day I get there. And people are like, yeah, I'm sick of, and they're legitimately, in their claims, they have legitimacy. I don't want my children exposed to that kind of stuff either. So it's like, it's hard not to get on board with some of the things that he's saying because of the despotism of the left. Nobody can deny that is, no God-fearing person could deny the despotism there, but it's just added the fuel needed for the right to really get motivated. And that 900-page document is just mirroring what he said. On day one, I'm going to start cutting things down.
And that's one of the first steps. I mean, that's a big document. And basically, it was said that if Trump gets in, this is going to be part of the policy.
And immediately, like they already know the game plan.
It's the first thing.
And the whole document is in Christianizing the entire United States government.
To defeat the toxic poison of gender ideology and restore the timeless truth that God created two genders, male and female. I remember my father took me to Yankee Stadium, and Billy Graham was preaching, and it was amazing. I was very young. My father loved Billy Graham, and that place was packed.
A Freemason.
Yeah, Billy Graham is an evangelical, high Mason, and Trump's father was absolutely in love with him. Like, he really was a big Billy Graham supporter.
The great revival of America begins on November 5th, 2024.
And this is the, like, kind of like we've talked about before, this is the Great Reset versus the Great Revival or the Great Awakening. And it's these two, Hegelianism again, kind of pushing the globalist versus the nationalist kind of ideologies, pushing against each other. And the Great Reset narrative is kind of dying, and the Great Awakening or Great Revival narrative is really starting to stir up, especially in the United States. But you're seeing elections going towards the right in almost every country in the world. We're seeing this right switch back over, and all of those have religious context to them.
It's almost seems, and this was in so many countries over the past couple of years, where people were leaning to the right, and the left is the one that won.
Yeah.
Canada, America, Brazil, others, in Europe, this situation happen in several countries, and it's making this perfect storm of right push globally,
Yes.
so that we can have this almost like unified worldwide shift of ideology over to the right.
Right.